This may be on a different link.
This may be on a what?
A different link than this. That's what I was worried about. I'm going to get on here and just look real quick.
Oh, there's our live.
Yeah, I was afraid that might happen.
Hey, it's live! Yeah, you just gotta go to the right one.
Yeah.
Oh, good feedback, good feedback.
Okay.
Dave was the first one.
Alright, now I can see the chat. That was what I was trying to do.
You gonna take the other one down?
Yeah, I am.
Since there will be nothing premiering on that.
I'm going to... Sorry guys, I'm just making some adjustments here.
We're just new to this and don't know what we're doing.
Can you... Yep.
Sorry, my knee was there. Your desk was made for midgets.
There we go. I post that on my little community thing. Okay. I need this open to see the chat, but I also am seeing myself lag after oh, my collar's all messed up.
Oh God, you're not gonna make it with your collar messed up.
No.
Hi, Sean.
I don't know if we'll be able to raise the volume because we're using my cell phone to do this.
Should have used mine, and I said that.
I think we just need to talk louder.
I already talk loud.
This is true. Very loud.
But let me see what it sounds like.
See. Hi, Dave, Josh, Cody.
Picked up pretty good. Just turn up your volume.
It's going to be a brutal cycle of... Steve, another Dave, Walking Dead, Dwight, Sean, Strat Hippie.
Yes, thank you for got this shirt today.
Yeah, she got me this one too.
And Spiderman is back in the MCU.
He is back in the MCU. No, they're not our PJs. We just dress like toddlers all the time.
Okay, confession. These are my PJs. I have PJ pants on with them. Huh?
And I have on jeans.
Sorry. Let's see.
Yeah, I can't crank up the legend because it has two volumes which are like off and so loud.
It's like off
so
and your wife
loud.
Leaves the house loud.
Yeah, so loud.
Some of you might want it.
I know. I too, Walking Dead. I would also like to see a Spider-Man Deadpool thing. I loved it when they do that in comics.
Hey, we have one more here for the live chat.
Woo!
Yeah.
I don't drink beer. I don't like it.
And I drink out of Halloween cups, so there you go. Sweet tea.
So yeah, we'll try to keep up on the comments too. We have some random stuff to talk about. Not really. I mean, it's just some ideas.
Okay, wait a minute. 2 questions. You guys are one's not a question, but I definitely know what underoos are. So point that out. And number 2, do I recommend Fallout 76 for a new player? Play the rest, just not 76. Yes.
Yeah, I like it.
If you have somebody else online that's going to play it with you.
Yes.
Otherwise, it can be really challenging by yourself.
Yeah,
but I loved it.
We play it together, but it's not as fun if you don't have someone that you know is going to get on and play with you. Like, yeah, it's not as fun by yourself. Like, no, we haven't started Borderlands. We just started Greedfall though. Which
Yeah, when we say just started, I have gotten nowhere past character creation.
How do I feel about 7-string guitars? And yes, Dave, we are on PS4. How do I feel about 7-string guitars? I'm not smart enough for 7-string guitars. I think they're really, really cool, and I like that low tuning. But usually, I just tune a guitar like a regular 6-string down to B or something because I just can't figure it out.
How about those Dodgers? How about them?
How about?
Wouldn't know. I'm not a Dodgers fan.
How about them? I gotta be honest with you. I almost never watch any kind of sports.
I always am a fan of something in every sport. For me, baseball is the Atlanta Braves. There you go.
Well, she destroyed that squeaker.
Yeah.
Make sure I don't miss any questions here.
The Jazzmaster.
The Jazzmaster is fun. I thought that came out really good. I'll get it down.
Why can't Batman go fishing?
Jazzmaster.
I want to know. Why can't Batman go fishing?
Why can't Batman go fishing? This is going to be a great dad joke, I can tell. Oh, favorite 80s cartoon bad guy? The Shredder. Definitely the Shredder. Because Robin...
Nice, because Robin ate all the worms.
I like it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of dust off of that one.
Yeah, that one got dusty. Would you trade a Marshall JCM 900 for a Fender Twin straight up? I don't know. I guess it sort of depends on what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, the Twin is a whole different animal. They're both good amps. I would probably keep the Marshall. I'm a Marshall guy. But if you like pedals a lot, then maybe the Twin. Yeah, and if it's an older Twin, too, that probably is worth a little more. But 75, that'd be Silverface Twin. So that's going to be, like, obnoxiously loud and clean.
I want to comment on Chris Sarantos. I don't know how you say your name. 2 girls in the house equals no sports. He's in the same boat. He just doesn't like sports. I'm the sports fan in this house.
It's not that I dislike sports, it's just that I have so much other stuff to do that I don't have a lot of time for sports.
He has to sit in this room.
Yeah, and play guitar.
And play these guitars. So.
I write music and I produce music and I work on guitar.
But I watch basketball and football.
Hey, Bam Mozzie. Did I say that right? Mosey? I don't know.
If I don't have a fancy ground life unit, how would I play through a stereo setup safely?
Oh, that's a tough one. That's kind of like, because if you get, you need some kind of power conditioner, unless you have like, something like a Helix or something where you can do all the stereo from one unit. Yeah, you got to be careful with that stuff. I can't tell you how many times I've been doing something like playing somewhere and then I'll come forward and the microphone will zap me right in the lips. That's very unpleasant.
Thoughts on the new Alter Bridge songs?
I like them a lot. But I gotta admit, I'm an Alter Bridge fanboy. I like just about everything they do. Like some of it more than others, but I like all of it.
I think I've only listened to about 2 or 3 of them so far. The ones we listened to in the car.
Yeah, I
haven't listened to the whole album yet.
Well, it's not out yet. So
okay.
They've only put out.
Oh, okay, good. They haven't missed anything.
They've only put out 3 or 4 songs or something. What did you have to do for Heather to let you buy all those guitars? My girlfriend, she won't let me go higher than 4. Would you like to explain that?
Well, we both entered into this relationship with 2 great passions. Mine is church, and his is music. So he doesn't get in the way of my church, and I don't get in the way of his guitars. That's what we do. Also,
I don't like we have money that's like family money that we use for bills and stuff like that, And then there's money that's like stuff that's just for me. Like I have my own income and stuff that has to do with all that stuff. So I never take money from the family two-body guitars or anything like that. You have to pick one, Alter Bridge or Tremonti. Alter Bridge, like, I love Tremonti too. I love Alter Bridge because of Mark, really, but Miles really makes that whole mixture work for me.
Good question so far.
Yeah, it's fun. Loving Spidey here. So cool.
I don't know if it's nearly as cool as this one.
It's not.
I was gonna get you this one too if they had it in both sizes, but they didn't.
Yours is
We've
cooler.
been twins.
Yours is cooler. Thank you, man. That is how we make the marriage work.
Because we're actually complete opposites in a lot of things.
Oh yeah. You wouldn't know, but yeah, we're very, very polar opposite on a lot of stuff.
But if you enter into a relationship with the goal that you need to change the other person to be like you, it's never going to work.
Yeah, it's just a mutual respect thing. Vi or Satch. That's actually not a tough one for me.
You're going to pick Satch.
You're right. Yeah. They're both great, like insanely good guitar players. And I like Vi particularly with David Lee Roth's band. But for me, just overall music catalog, I gotta go with Satch. I just like Vi's kind of weird sometimes.
Sorry, I just got a chuckle because someone asked if our southern accents were Texans.
No.
Do we sound that deep south?
No.
No, we're from North Carolina.
We're from North Carolina. Hey, Mitch.
We're at the top end of the south.
Trying to make heavy metal pedal of perfection. What is it? Oh, hey, Nick, is that you? I remember you changed your name to that.
I'm missing it. What?
Swedish Snake. I think that's Metal Nick.
Oh, there it is. I see it now.
Yeah. Yeah, metal pedal of perfection. I like the Wampler Triple Rec a lot. It's really kicking. And I've got this Keeley pedal that I'm gonna review. That's called the Filaments, and that one sounds really, really good too. So that'll be coming pretty soon. That's a full-blown metal pedal.
That's Spidey.
Oh, we like movie Spidey?
Definitely Tom Holland.
Yeah,
for me.
Tom Holland.
I mean, I like the Toby ones when they came out.
Yeah, I think.
But
we have a special like place in our heart for the Toby ones because
they came out when we were
when we were like
teenagers.
young. You know, the first one we've been in middle school, I guess. It's
Yeah.
2001, 2002. Oh, thank you, James. But yeah, Tom Holland embodies both Peter and Spidey in a really great way, and I love that he has a Queen's accent. I'm a real geek about that. Let's see. I dig Vi's melodies, but Satch has some groovy riffs. Yeah, that's for me. It's always about the riffs.
Thought you guys were from NC. Is it the western part? It is.
Yeah, I would say it's like northwestern. We're kind of close to Virginia.
Yeah, we're not far from Virginia at all.
Yeah.
All
right. Ever since you sung Grand Funk Railroad, I bought the album. Any other good Railroad albums or similar bands from that era that you like? Why,
oh my
yes.
gosh, he loves every
Why,
funk
yes.
album. What are you talking about?
Yeah. My favorite funk albums are the first one, which is On Time, and then the Red Album, which is just commonly called the Red Album, but it's actually, I think it's just called Grand Funk Railroad or Grand Funk, which has Got This Thing on the Move song. And then E Pluribus Funk is great. I love all the stuff with the original three-piece because they eventually got in to do, like, they got Craig Frost playing keyboard, but I like the three-piece version of the band the most. Other bands from that era that I like, I love 70s bands in general. Zeppelin, of course, huge for me. I like that era of Alice Cooper a lot. I like Ted Nugent. The band's Ted Nugent, not the person Ted Nugent. Don't like Ted Nugent, the person, and I have some disagreements.
You like Ted Nugent's music.
I like Ted Nugent's music a lot. Let's see. You ever play full Scallops?
No, we are a shrimp family. So, I'm sorry about
I
that.
knew that was going to happen. Yeah. I don't have a scalloped guitar, but I did scallop neck for a guy a few years ago. And that when I ended up doing it, I was like, oh, this is really cool. Because I don't put a lot of pressure on my left hand when I play. So it's easier for me to bend, to have, so it's just kind of the same thing as like having gigantic frets, which I also really like.
All right, Chris asks, what's the guitar you want the most? It's a PRS something something. You've said it before. I can't remember all the names.
Like, I really like PRSs a lot. Yeah, if I had to pick like one guitar right now that I wanted the most, it's probably PRS. They just did like a private stock Modern Eagle 5 or whatever, and it has like an HSH setup, and it's crazy cool looking, and like I'm a geek about that. So yeah, or I'd like to have a Silver Sky. Like, I think the Silver Skies look really cool. I'm a PRS nut. We might have to scroll up some.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
Humble Pie is great, yeah. Steve Marriott, hugely underrated.
Jean-Claude Delaronde. Did I say that right? Did I say it with the right amount of
like gusto
in it? Yeah.
I gotta scroll back up here some. Bought some Planetone pickups 2 weeks ago. Thanks for doing a review on the 70. Yeah, those are my favorite pickups, and I was so fortunate that I happened to live near a guy that deals those pickups, and I was looking for a new set of pickups for the Mesa back there, and he was like, he had them listed on the page, and I was like, okay, I'll try them. And so I met him. I put the pickups on my guitar, and I was like, oh man, this is the greatest thing ever. So
I mean, I was in the other room and I heard, oh, just like that.
Yeah, probably what you heard was like, well, okay then.
Walking Dead. If you could have one famous guitar, which would you pick? Kind of answered that.
Like, well,
what do you mean, like?
You mean like famous, like someone owned it, like it was famous?
Clarify your question, sir.
Because if it's that, it would be Stevie Ray's guitar. Stevie Ray's #1 guitar. Any of Stevie Ray's guitars, honestly. Todd Flowers wants to know, can I have your messenger? No, sorry. That's my like super Grand Funk nerd stuff.
Let's see. Saving up for a glary guitar. Nice. Oh hey, I said Jean-Claude Delaronde correctly apparently.
Woo!
And that's why I get paid the big bucks.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, the PRS Modern Eagle 5. Yeah, I love that you can switch the pot value between 250 and 500K. That's like a little nerdy thing that I would think of.
Are you into the blues?
I am.
Yes, he is.
More than anything, I really consider myself a blues guitar player. Like, I play metal and rock and other stuff, but like I'm really a blues guitar player. And yeah, I do know Phillips Aces.
Steve Moore, I know country music may not be your thing, but could you recommend some Telecaster pickups? Something with some twang. He does like some country guitar.
I do. And it's weird, like country's not one of those things that I ever studied or tried to learn how to play, but I just know how to do.
Okay, well, we grew up in the South.
Yeah, I guess it just is in the water or something. Gotta recommend some Telecaster pickups. Well, I am partial to the Planetone stuff. I have the 1951 original in my Tele back there. It's a 51 original and a 69 hot for Tele in the neck, and that sounds great. Fender makes some really good stuff too. The custom shop, like Texas Specials, sound really good. Anything like high-end Fender or high-end like Seymour Duncan or something like that, you're probably gonna be satisfied. It's more about the bridge of the guitar makes it twang like that. You just don't want anything too high output.
Okay, so Todd asks, since Jan Winner, I don't know, is no longer the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Prez, do you think that Grand Funk Railroad has a chance to get in now? They should have been in.
They should have been in a long time ago. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that thing, the people that get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, a lot of times I'm like, well, this isn't really rock and roll. You know, like I get it when somebody like James Brown gets in because he's kind of like sort of the precursor to rock and roll in a lot of ways, you know. But then there'll be other stuff, you know. I'm like, I don't want to get too specific, but I don't know. That would be really cool. I would like them to get in.
Do you have any Floyd guitars?
I don't currently. I think they're cool. They're a little bit of a pain to work with.
Floyd Rose.
Yeah, I knew what he meant.
I figured you would. I did not know what you meant.
Yeah.
What about Jimmy Ray Vaughan? Because you love Stevie.
Oh well, I don't think his name's actually, middle name's not Ray. I think it's just Jimmy.
Is it?
But yeah, Jimmy's good too. He's like a very different style. Like I definitely prefer Stevie. Like, but Jimmy's good.
Hi, Ron. Just Ron. How's the dog? She's at the level of about a 2.5 to 3-year-old toddler at this point. She's like not trained at all. Apparently, we're horrible dog trainers in this house.
Yes.
They just run all over us. It's okay. What is this? Couples for Christ testimonials? I said one thing about church. One thing. It could have been the Church of Satan. You didn't know.
It's true.
Could have been. It's not.
Is it Jimmy Lee? Maybe. I honestly don't know.
Ever try the Texas Special single coil pickups? I think Stevie Ray had those pickups.
Yeah. Actually, in my Strat back there, that's what I had in it before the Planetone pickups that are in it now. I had custom shop Texas Specials, and they sounded really good too. Those are just the Elite Pros have a little bit more guts to them, which I really like.
Isn't that a country western Gibson in the background?
Oh, the acoustic? That is a 1964 B25. It's I think it's sort of a small body acoustic. Like it's kind of in the realm of like a.
It's a lady's guitar.
Yeah, I think it would have been considered a lady's guitar at the time. I love that guitar. It sounds great.
Do you like both types of music, country and western? Well.
Yeah, I like country music. And
I don't like current country music.
No, not
like if we're talking Luke Bryan and Florida Georgia Line and that kind of crap.
I don't like bro country.
Oh, no, no.
I'm
Yeah, if they're wearing a baseball cap, I'm probably not gonna like it. We prefer the like '90s.
Yeah, I like Alan Jackson and like Travis Tritt and stuff like that.
Garth Brooks, hello.
But I do
newer country, Chris Stapleton and Zach Brown.
Yeah, I like Zach Brown a lot. I like Jason Isbell too.
Don't know who that is.
Let's see. Both your opinions on the Smashing Pumpkins.
They're not my thing.
No, I get it, but it isn't my jam.
But I like some of the titles of their songs. I know that's a weird thing, but I do.
Nick wants to know best noise gate for metal. The gate of all gates. It's ISP Decimator. That's my go-to. Like if I was gonna get a gate pedal, I've had a couple of those. Now I don't really use them anymore because I have like built-in gates into the different units and stuff. But yeah.
All right. What strings do you use and what gauge?
Well, I use Stringjoy strings. I have a big thing of them on my desk here.
Yeah, you got a lot on your desk.
I do. We're not going to show that though. I use different gauges for different tunings. Like my normal kind of gauge is usually like 11 to 50 or 11 to 52 for kind of standard or half step down or something like that. But then I'm actually trying a couple of different ones. Hang on, I'll tell you. It's the geeky stuff. That's what I live for. So right now for drop B, that's C sharp standard drop B, I'm using 12 to 60s. And I have a custom set for an open G tuning, and that's 12, 14, 18, 32, 46, 56.
Well, that's all you ever need to know about that.
I know she was like crying from boredom the whole time. She's like, can I go to sleep now?
If you like Dragon Ball Z and rock and roll, you'll love the new Dragon Flying V.
I don't know if he's joking or if there is a Dragon Flying V, because that sounds like something I would like.
He's going to have to look at that now. Okay, hang on. I lost it here.
Oh, yeah, we gotta... I don't know why it's holding that for review. That's... Yeah, there you go.
But now it's not.
Okay, let's see. Trying to catch up here.
Oh my gosh, Sean had a pet rat they named Floyd Rose Tremolo.
That's funny.
Pet rat? No big deal.
How's the Godin been treating you? Recommend over a new Gibson Jr.? I haven't tried the new Gibson Juniors, so I can't accurately tell you whether or not that's good, but I will say the Godin is great, and that's what I have tuned in Open G right now.
Godin.
Yeah, you're right.
You were saying it wrong.
Godin.
Somebody in Canada right now is freaking out.
You're right. I always forget. Putting a high output pickup in the neck of a telly is defeating the whole purpose of the guitar. Yeah, I gotta agree. Yeah, I think in general, like tellies and strats can't have too high output pickups, or they don't really sound like that guitar anymore. It just changes it.
Hey, Lucas, what guitar do you have now that you hate? I don't think he hates any of them, but what's your least favorite?
My least favorite? I don't know that I really have one that's like my least favorite.
Okay, all your guitars are getting ready to fall off a cliff, and you can only catch 18 of them. Which 19th guitar is falling off into the water?
That's a great way to phrase it. Okay, well here, if I had to pick, let's just say off my back wall here, if I had to pick one to let go, it would probably be...
It's this one.
No.
Oh,
actually,
man, I was just really going for that.
Probably this one.
Yeah, we can let that go.
That SE EG. It just like I need to put different.
It's that
pickups
old
in it.
man finish. It's what it is.
That's not what it is. It just needs different pickups.
We love our dogs as much as our guitars. Our dogs are our children as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
They were our children before we had Cora.
Mm-hmm.
Country rap. Oh, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
I love it in the quotation marks.
Or as I like to call it, crap. See,
What do you think about gospel and rock and roll music? Please quote the quote that I know you're going to quote.
Okay, I'm trying to find the comment first here.
It's right ahead by Mr. A Tanner with
Oh,
one N.
do you mean like you okay? you mean like Christian themes in rock music? Is that what you mean? Because if that is what you mean, then yes, I have to quote Hank Hill and say, you're not making Christianity any better, you're just making rock and roll worse. That's my personal opinion. By all means, do what you like.
Yeah, I'm not really much for contemporary gospel music.
Like I just like if you're gonna do hymns, do hymns. You know, if you're gonna play rock, play rock. That's just me.
I just think they should sound like two separate things. But you know.
But that's just me.
Let's see. Who would win, Spidey or Goku? No competition. Goku would win.
Yeah,
obviously.
That's not really a fair competition there.
I mean, he's a Super Saiyan. I love.
Goku would win.
Spidey just got bitten by a spider.
I love Spidey.
But ask us about Batman and Spider-Man. We'll be here all night arguing that.
There's no okay.
Batman.
I better stop. She likes Batman to a fault.
He can do nothing wrong. Okay.
All right, let's see. I may be wrong, but I think you've done videos on the Helix. If so, do you like the Helix? I do. I love the Helix. It's right here on my desk.
My phone is propped up against the Helix at this very moment.
And it's kind of covered in some cores, like there's like a Barbie doll. And
there's a Barbie doll whose head is on backwards at this moment.
Yeah, but yes, I do love the Helix.
For New Country, Chris Stapleton and Shooter. Yeah, I haven't heard of Shooter. Is that the band that goes with Chris Stapleton? Am I just reading that wrong?
No, I think he's talking about, what's the dude's last name?
I don't know.
I'm going to pretend like I know and just be like, oh, yeah.
Willie. I'm not a Willie Nelson fan.
I like Willie Nelson a lot.
I'm waiting for YouTube to, crash because I said that.
You don't have to like any YouTubers you like that may not be well known. Yeah, actually. There's one that I've been recently watching. I don't know if she's here or not. Chicken Guitars.
It's Chick.
Like in the letter N
guitars.
She's a lot of fun. She does funny stuff.
Nobody would know the YouTubers that I like because they're all like celebrity news or makeup. I'm sorry. Because I get bored.
I just watch guitar stuff if I'm doing it. And I also watch like certain like video game channels. Like I like MXR Mods a lot. That guy's funny because he's so immersive. The new Tool album. I haven't listened to it yet. I'm not like a huge Tool fan. I don't mean that to say that like I don't like Tool, but I have never been like a huge Tool fan. I've just never gotten into it.
Whoops. So much to scroll through.
Yeah.
Okay. James asks, do you own a resonator and have you ever played finger picking blues?
I don't own one, but I have played some of that kind of stuff before. I do a little bit of slide. I'm not too bad at it.
I mean, it's literally sitting right here on the desk.
Yeah, I've got a thing of them.
One of his Joe Perry slides.
I usually play my bluesy slide stuff on my acoustic guitar.
Oh man, don't start this. We'll be here all night. Look what you guys have done. Hey, somebody says, Lucas, you've got gray hair.
I've got gray hair?
I'm sorry. I did not enunciate. You've got great hair.
Thank you. I was like, is it gray? I don't know.
got any guitars in there with P90 pickups, and do you like playing with P90s?
I do like P90s. I have 2 of them right here. I've got this Revolta guitar and then this Godin, both have P90s. And I've got another one in the closet. It's cool, just bump my own guitar there.
You know you did it! If the nuclear fallout is starting, and you can only bring one guitar, one amp, and one pedal into the vault, which do you grab? I like the setup of this question.
1 guitar, 1 amp, and 1 pedal.
I'm gonna try to guess.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna say you take the $1 million PRS that you got from your grandparents because it's sentimental.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then your amp, you're gonna take the Hughes and Kettner. Well, that's just a head though.
Well,
You gotta take a cabinet too,
I
right?
think the head in the cabinet is implied.
Okay. Because it does so many things.
It does.
Okay, but you are like connected to that legend. I don't know. But we already talked about it. It only has 2 volumes. Okay, sorry. And lastly, the pedal. Oh, you put all your pedals up. I don't even know.
That was a lot of fun.
A wall.
No, you got all of them wrong. Like if
you own 19 guitars.
No,
so.
that's true. No, like if I could pick one guitar, it would be my DGT there. That's like my favorite guitar, like to play. Like it's the Vault, and I'm gonna have to play one guitar for the rest of my life. It's that one. And the amp would be
The cat's in here too.
Yeah. Oh, fun. The amp would be my Mesa Boogie Mark IV.
All right,
And the pedal would probably be some kind of delay pedal. I like delay a lot. I have a few different delay pedals. I'm running behind here.
Okay. Yeah, you're taking too long to answer. Here we go.
I'm taking too long to answer.
You're scrolling the wrong direction. Okay. Why do Gibsons smell like vanilla?
Nitrocellulose. Just smells like vanilla.
Did you ever give Wishbone Ash a listen?
No, I never got around to it. I will, though, now that you mention it.
Is there a guitar that you regret letting go?
How
How about the one I painted for you?
No, not that one. That was kind of not a great guitar. There's a long story behind that. A guitar I like regret letting go. Yeah, I used to have way like more than 10 years ago.
Hey, somebody asked me something. Heather, which is your favorite movie, Batman? Okay. Here's the deal.
Oh, God.
Here's the deal. If we're choosing out of Tim Burton stuff era, then yes, I do like Val Kilmer, but I'm gonna say Michael Keaton because I think he's the best Batman. Maybe not the best Bruce Wayne though. George Clooney, that was a laugh. Get him out of there. But my favorite Batman overall is Christian Bale in that version of Batman. Thanks for asking.
I actually got cut off there because someone was excited about Batman. Yeah, I used to have an SGX.
Sorry about that. I didn't even realize you were talking.
That happens a lot. Yeah, years and years ago, I used to have an SGX. It was like a 1 pickup guitar, and I kind of wish I had that back because it was just interesting.
What was y'all's first big concert? I've never been to one.
We just went and saw Blackstone Cherry.
But it wasn't like a concert. I mean, when you say big concert, I'm thinking like
an
arena or something. I mean, I've seen Red Jumpsuit Apparatus
Yeah.
in person because that's one of my favorite bands from when I was a teenager, and I saw them in college. And we've seen Blackstone Cherry, but that's all I've seen. I know what he's gonna say because he saw Van Halen.
Yeah, I've seen him a couple times. What was my favorite concert that I've actually seen though? It was that first Van Halen concert, but because I saw Silvertide. Like Silvertide was incredible. 2004, they just blew my head off.
Blink asks, do you still have the first guitar you ever owned?
I don't have it. My dad has it. It is in pieces in my dad's area, and I'm gonna get to that at some point. But it does still exist. It was a cheap Behringer Strat kind of knockoff thing.
Ha! Sean says that he doesn't believe pedals will work after nuclear holocaust. Better put a valve amp in the bunker too.
I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything.
Well, we can't hit everybody.
I know.
It's scrolling so quickly.
Well, I think I saw Ron say he was leaving. So Ron, if I missed you, sorry, man.
Oh my gosh. So sorry, you go ahead.
Which one?
I was gonna say, somebody just asked if you use a metronome.
Yeah.
He does, because when I'm trying to play piano, he's like, you should really practice with the metronome.
I only practice to a metronome when I'm doing picking. Like alternate picking, that's the only time I use a metronome, but I always record to a metronome. And that's what drives me nuts when she does. She's like, oh, I want to record this. And I'm like, okay, let's put a metronome on. She's like, oh, I don't need a metronome. Yes, you do.
I just never play piano with a metronome because I don't.
Humans are not metronoming
Because
enough. They need
don't.
the metronome. Especially if you're like me and you're going to do the producer thing and go back and edit some takes together later. It's a lot harder if you're not playing to a metronome, because then it's hard to cut stuff up.
Ever try those, I don't know how to say those pickups. Cindas?
I don't know
Right
what
here.
you're talking about there. Yeah, I mean, I see the word. I just don't know what we're talking
Don't
about.
know.
No, I haven't tried those. I do love that mesa. I think somebody asked what tuning I was playing slide, and it's open G.
Hello out there in France.
Hello. Bonjour.
I mean, I'm not even going to attempt to try to say a French word because
No, that's the best I got. I took Spanish in high school.
I took Spanish as well.
Yeah.
Even though I know that they're all rooted together still.
Picking just one guitar is tough. Oh, Ben Wells, cool.
Who's Ben Wells?
I think we're talking about Ben from Blackstone Cherry, the other guitar player.
Oh, that's awesome.
I updated my Helix last night to 2.82. Yeah, I'm on 2.81. I know that they did that patch, but I haven't run into any of those issues yet, so I just hadn't updated it.
All right, Matt Wells says, Lucas, what's your desert island guitar and amp? Let's see if Heather can guess. Okay, well, if we're on a desert island, there's no electricity, so he's got to take, you can't take an amp, and so therefore he would have to take his acoustic that he's holding right now.
Bullet!
Well, I thank you, Dave, for supporting me about not using a metronome. It's not really professional, but you know what? I'm not playing in a studio. I play at church, so.
Oh, let's see. Know any Tesla songs on that old acoustic? No, I don't really know any Tesla. You gotta remember, like, all the music that I listened to, other than a few bands that I kind of discovered on my own, was stuff that I got from my dad. And
Hey, Chicken Guitars is here!
We were just talking about you earlier. Hang on. Go ahead. I'm just gonna hang this up.
Oh, Matt clarifies and says, this island. This must be the island from Lost, because it has enough electricity for 1 amp.
And the black smoke monster. Yeah.
But only if you punch in the certain key code every day at the right time do you get enough electricity for that amp.
Yeah, it would be like
same as before, right?
Yeah, same as before. You might have missed that from before, but yeah, the DGT and my Mesa Mark IV, those are like my go-tos. I know what they're gonna do. Go check out Chicken Guitars. Somebody was asking me about any YouTubers that weren't as well known that I like. Go check out her channel. She's right there in the chat. She's good. She's cool.
He's like taking the mouse over it as if you guys can see that.
I know. Oh, it's a habit.
We've done all this.
Okay, yeah. All right.
We're caught up.
We're caught up now. Yeah, I mean, a drum beat or a metronome, as long as it's on time, that's all I care about. Some kind of, beat that's on time.
Dave says we should do a weekly talk show with guests. The problem is we don't have any friends.
Yeah, we don't have any friends.
That's why we have each other.
Yeah, that's what we have.
Like, I'm his best friend, and he's my best friend, so we just don't have any other ones. It's the world we live in.
Yeah, I didn't notice any bugs either, but, probably. I love Blackberry Smoke. I love them.
He does.
Yeah, I'm a huge
Wishes
fan.
were horses.
Yeah.
We don't get to ride.
Friends are overrated, I agree.
I mean, like, we have some really close friends that, like, were roommates in college, but none of them live near us, so.
Yeah. Yeah, they all. We live in northwest North Carolina, and most of them live in more like central North Carolina. So it's like good 2 and some hour drive to get to hang out. Yeah, I am excited for Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds looks amazing.
New Vegas is my favorite Fallout game, and so when I saw Obsidian was doing Outer Worlds, I was like, yes! Woo!
I'm really just annoyed that Bethesda hasn't come out with another Elder Scrolls yet. It's taken way too long.
Yeah, I'm the Fallout guy, and she's the Elder Scrolls person, so
I mean, we both play both, but
yeah, she prefers Elder Scrolls, and I prefer Fallout. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. Oh, I think that's for you there. That's for Nick.
Will Zion be a win or a bust? I assume you're talking about Zion Williams.
I'm thinking that's what he's
So, I'm hoping he's going to be a win. He keeps getting injured. I don't know about that, but I think he's going to be top notch. Also, Duke's team this year, gonna be great.
Oh, taking care of Walking Dead.
Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan.
Oh no.
Yes. You've got mail.
She loves that kind of stuff.
Well, that is interesting though, because when we first started dating, you were at App and I was at Meredith, so we literally had to just depend on like Messenger to date for a long time.
True.
It's kind of like you got mail.
Yeah, sorry. We did have instant mail. Before text messaging was so like everybody just had unlimited text messaging. Like you didn't really have unlimited text messaging then.
Bye, Walking Dead.
Take care. New Vegas all the way, but Fallout 4 is just too good. Yeah, I wish I could play New Vegas in Fallout 4's engine, like with the mechanics and everything in Fallout 4, which somebody is like, there's a team of people doing right now. So
I just like the scrapping and building in Fallout 4.
Yeah, well, the weapon system and it's all better.
Did we use ICQ? No, we used AIM.
Did we start on AIM or did we start on Yahoo?
No, we didn't ever chat on
Yeah.
Yahoo. We started on Facebook Messenger. That's
Yeah.
the day you first popped up and said, hey, and I was like, what's
hey,
he want?
I was like, hey, girl.
That was before sliding into DMs was a thing.
Yeah, I guess that was before Twitter, right? Like,
Yeah. It was.
Yeah. You're both disappointed with Bethesda recently between Fallout 76 and ESO Mobile. We like 76 pretty good.
Yeah, I
mean,
like 76 a lot.
It's got some bugs.
But I mean, all Bethesda things have bugs, so it's just kind of what you expect.
Are you talking about like
Elder Scrolls Online?
Like, no, I think he's talking about Blades. If he's talking about the mobile.
Oh, the
thing.
mobile. I haven't tried it.
I haven't tried it. Yeah.
But I don't really play games on my phone.
No,
So
I don't either. I play that Yu-Gi-Oh game sometimes, like when I'm really bored. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you, Jassy. We appreciate that. Like, I kind of just like brought her in one day because I was like, hey, you know, it'd be fun, and you guys seem to like her, so.
Because normally I would sit and play video games in the other room while this was happening. Mario Kart Tour. You know, I haven't played Mario Kart since the N64 version. It's been a while.
Yeah,
I haven't played it on the Wii.
I have been using
or
like,
the Switch.
Like the only Nintendo systems I was using were like the handheld ones, you know. So like, I have a DS. I need to get a Switch.
I do love the original Mario Kart, Super Nintendo styles.
We played some old school Mario Kart for sure.
Yeah, because on the N64 we had the attachment where you had an actual steering wheel that you could drive with.
Yeah.
That was legit. And then Diddy Kong's Racing. That's where I was at.
I met someone trolling MySpace. Yeah, we remember MySpace.
We had MySpaces too.
I didn't actually. I didn't have a personal MySpace.
Well,
there was like a band MySpace back in the day.
But all of the girlfriends of the band
Yeah,
had to be like in the top friends.
In the like top 8 or whatever they were. They all had to be up there. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's Blades. I think it's the Elder Scrolls you're talking about. Yeah, I haven't tried it. We haven't watched either of the It movies. Like, I watched the old miniseries with Tim Curry in it.
Oh, where did that question even come from? I missed that somewhere.
Right there towards the bottom.
Oh, okay, I see it now. Yeah, I haven't seen any of the... I love...
That's weird. There we go.
That was weird.
Yep.
I had a little freeze there. Okay. I love horror movies, but I've never seen any of the It's. But, like, the Conjuring series, my favorite.
Oh.
But I love the paranormal type stuff where it's like demons and possession. I think that's the creepiest kind of stuff. Monsters and clowns aren't that scary to me.
I don't really like horror movies. I just don't get into it.
I love them. I watch them by myself in our living room in the dark, and then I'm scared to go to the bathroom at night.
Yeah, it's really funny. I'll be downstairs working on something. She'll be like, could you come up? She's texting me like, could you come up here? It's kind of dark and it's quiet. I'm like, what'd you watch the movie for?
I love it.
Oh, MySpace. Yeah, I'm curious. How old do you guys think we are? Like, I get some questions sometimes that are like, oh yeah, you guys are too young. Like, how old do you think we are? We're the same.
Guesses right now. Tell us.
We're the same age.
How old are we?
Or well, like 6 months.
I'm 6 months older than he is, to the exact day.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. We'll let some people answer before we tell them. Met my husband at a party and reunited with him 3 years later. Yeah, in high school, she didn't like me. She threw a marker across the room, like a dry erase marker, and hit me in the neck.
Oh, I mean, I nailed him good.
Yeah.
We've known each other since middle school, though. Like, we went to separate elementary schools, but then we went to the same middle school and same high school. But
Yeah.
we weren't, like,
In
friends.
the same group. Or
Because he was a band geek, and I was a floater at the bottom of, like, the popular group, I guess.
Yes, I was less popular than that. I haven't watched American Horror Story. I know a lot of people like it.
I know a lot of people like it, but I don't know, just from the previews, it doesn't seem like my thing.
She's going over the cat hard.
Yes, we have some cat chasing happening in the house. So you guys are close about our ages.
Mm-hmm.
Only one person has gotten it right, and that is...
No, 2 people got it. Yeah, see? Up top, DM, and then 69 Zena.
69 said 30-ish.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, we're 30.
Yes, we are both 30.
Yeah.
I was born on February 8th, and he was born on July 8th.
Mm-hmm.
So exactly 6 months apart. Robbing the cradle. I'm a cougar! Okay.
Yeah. It's not the word I would use. I would use like crab.
Definitely a crab.
That's always funny too. Like that's like a nickname that I gave her years ago, like a long time ago. Crabs or
We've
crabby.
probably just been dating like a year or 2.
Yeah, and so people will be like, "Oh my gosh, you call your wife a crab?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's like an inside."
Yes, I accept this because I am crabby. I just am.
What did I play in band? I played trumpet and then baritone or euphonium, and then eventually in the last couple of years when I was doing marching band, I played guitar. That was really cool.
And I was in chorus.
Yeah, Silvertide. I saw them open for Van Halen in 2004 in Greensboro, and they were just incredible. I went out the next day as soon as I could and went and found that album and bought it, and I wore it out. It's amazing.
Hey, Guitar Picker 1 has a question. And it says,
Picker 1.
what helps you most on growing your guitar skills? Did you take music theory? Do you write your own music tabs? Oh, no, wait. No. Do you write your music on tabs? Learn a lot from your dad. Biggest influence? Question mark.
All right, there's a few questions there. What helped you most on growing your guitar skills? Listening to records and then trying to reproduce what I was hearing because I didn't have like access to internet at the time. Internet was around, but I didn't really have access to it. So I kind of had to like learn by ear. So that kind of is probably what helped me the most. Did I take music theory? No. I mean, I knew how to read music from bands. Like I knew how to read like bass clef and treble clef and stuff, but I never applied that to guitar. It was just 2 separate worlds. Do you write your music on tabs? No, I don't do tabs. I have done them before when someone is like really specifically asking about a chord or a very specific lick, but I hate tabs. I hate doing them. They're helpful, I just don't like doing them. Learn a lot from your dad. I more than guitar playing, I learned a lot of musical stuff. Like I have a lot of my tastes come from my dad.
Biggest influence? Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah, probably Stevie Ray. Between Stevie Ray and Eddie Van Halen, probably my big ones.
Favorite food? Oh my gosh, I love all foreign foods basically. Anything almost with rice. So Mexican food, Japanese food. Oh
Yeah.
man, but I love Italian too because I love pasta. I think I just love food.
I like cheeseburgers.
That's just comfort
That's
food.
like my comfort food. I mean, I like pizza a lot too, but you know, I'm your normal American guy. Pizza and cheeseburgers. I like Japanese food a lot though. Let's see.
No guitar in band class allowed. Oh, so Blink was stuck with the alto sax.
Yeah, we didn't have guitar in like concert band because the first half of the year we would do marching band, and so that's when I played guitar, and I was like over in the pit on the side. But then in the second half, I played.
When you guys went to like marching band like competitions, you were still a part of that competition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I just stood on the sidelines. It was me and Josh. Let's see.
Is Eastman SB59 better than Gibson's standard Les Paul?
Like if we're talking about like just the regular standard Gibson Les Paul, I think so. Yeah, there's more attention to detail. It's just they do a better job with it. Personally, I think.
Chicken Guitar says, what's Core up to? Does she get to stay up late on the weekends? She stays up late whenever she wants to. And not by our choice.
Yeah. I think she... Is she
Let's
asleep?
see what she's doing.
I don't know if she's asleep right now. She's in her room. She's like right on the corner.
She is laying on her bed watching TV at this very moment.
Mm-hmm.
I found a new unicorn show. That's what she loves.
When I was learning, this is from 69 Xenos. When I was learning, we had to slow records down. When you slow down the records, it's amazing to hear how sloppy Jimmy Page was back then. Yeah, I love Jimmy Page, and I love Led Zeppelin, but yeah, he is, like, not what I would call a very precise player, and I always love it when people in these, like, YouTube discussions will be talking about how amazing Jimmy Page is, like, the greatest guitar player to ever live. I'm like, well, he was a great riff writer, he was a great songwriter, great producer, but, like, okay, you know, he's not maybe, like, the best guitar player ever.
Favorite guitar brand, Silva asks, and your answer is he's going to say a Paul Reed Smith.
Yeah, that's kind of my go-to is Paul Reed Smith. I really like that Eastman a lot. So
most favorite and least favorite bands. Let's narrow this down to just rock bands.
Yeah, we're just talking about rock bands.
Because we have opinions on everything.
Yes.
So,
you want to go ahead? You want to go
first? My favorite rock band? I don't know. That's too difficult to choose. It's a toss-up between, like, one album of My Kim. But, like, Black Parade is so good.
It is good.
But probably Black Stone Cherry, if I just had to pick just one. Least favorite, Dream Theater.
Oh, man, I love Dream Theater. Like, my favorite... Man, it's really hard for me to pick a favorite band. Probably, like... It's kind of a toss-up between, like, Grand Funk Railroad and Rush. That's probably, like, my favorite. Like, if I just had to overall material amount of stuff that they've done. Least favorite band, like, Poison. I hate Poison.
Ooh, yeah, that's tough.
Just hate them.
If you had a band t-shirt on in your high school yearbook, who'd be on it? You probably did have a band shirt on.
I absolutely did.
It's probably Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, it was AC/DC.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it would have been AC/DC. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure in one of those pictures, I'm like holding a guitar and I'm wearing an AC/DC. I think it actually might be that AC/DC t-shirt that's up on the wall that's there.
Okay, wait a minute. There's more to this question. If you had a band t-shirt on in your high school yearbook, who'd be on it? New at the time bands only.
Oh, new at the time.
New back then? So that would have been 2007?
Yeah.
Mine would have been Jimmy Eat World. Because that's who, or Red Jumpsuit, because that's what I was listening to at the time.
I didn't really listen to a lot of new bands, and maybe like Velvet Revolver, you know? Like, I didn't really like new bands. I really didn't get into newer bands until I was in college. Like, I mostly listen to classic rock stuff, which is why I play the way I play. Yeah, I like the Revolta a lot. I have the Revolta that I've been playing that guitar a lot.
Okay, someone just screamed Nickelback. I'm not sure why. If you're going for the best or the worst, it better have been.
We like Nickelback.
We do like Nickelback.
Yeah.
In this house, we're gonna like Nickelback. Bye, Cody Wilson. Go put your kid to bed.
Adios. Thanks for hanging out. I agree about Jimmy Page. Yeah.
What is Queensryche? Is that how you say that?
Yeah, Queensryche. Like the band?
Never heard of them.
Yeah. Again, like I know some Queensryche. Like I've listened to some of it, but it just wasn't one of those bands that like I got from my sort of dad's catalog, so I didn't really get super hard into it. So I wouldn't say I'm like a huge Queensryche fan. I have no like negative opinions of them. Just I haven't really listened to them much. Silent Lucidity. I don't know. I don't know.
Does Heather have an equivalent collection like your guitars? I do. You know what they are? Books.
I was gonna say jackets.
No, I mean, I have like a bookshelf in there of like 20 books from the same author because I really love them.
Yeah, she does like
That's
books.
Catherine Anderson, if you don't know. Men probably would not enjoy it, but if you're a woman, you're gonna love it.
I don't think we were aware that Jimmy Eat World has a new album out.
What?
I think she'll probably go check it out.
I will.
Power like watts equal tone, true or false? Like 50 watts and 100 watts are not that different in volume, but 100 watts has more headroom, so like you can turn it up louder without it breaking up and getting all saggy. I tend to like more watts. I'm a 100-watt amp kind of guy if I can help it. I definitely don't like low wattage amps. Like I never like amps that are 10 or 15 watts or whatever. I never think they sound like authoritative enough. That's personal preference. Ooh, I like the Black Crows.
It's one of the first gifts I got. No, did I give you crows or feet?
Oh, it's Black Crows.
It was crows, wasn't it? That's one of the first Christmas gifts I ever got you. Was
you got
Black Crows and a Journey
anthology.
Yeah. It's a good girlfriend. That was me.
Yeah, the Hallmark Channel. I always make jokes about the Hallmark Channel.
Oh my gosh, I hate the Hallmark Channel.
But you love books that are basically kind of like the Hallmark Channel.
But not that cheesy. The Hallmark Channel, like, 10 years ago was, like, bearable. And, like, some of it was good. But now, it's the same freaking storyline. It's just like, let's put pumpkins in there because it's fall. Oh, hey, it's Christmas. Let's throw a Christmas tree in there. Like, it's the same storyline.
Have they done, like, a 4th of July one yet? I want to see one that's
yes, you know they have. Oh, he's setting up fireworks and cuts his finger off. And she's a doctor and saves him. Love at first sight.
Yeah, but he's got some stuff he's got to work through first, you know, and also he has a secret daughter that he's afraid she's going to, you know, same kind of stuff.
Naomi Watts. Ha. See what you did there.
How long have we been going? I don't even know.
What's an album you can put on and listen all the way through?
Like, is that for me, or is it, I don't even,
well,
where is that one?
It's not specified, so I guess we'll both answer that.
Oh, yeah,
well, it's an album you can listen all the way through. You're gonna say Blackbird.
Well,
by Alter Bridge.
That's one. If I was gonna pick one, I probably would say 2112 by Rush, because it's just a masterful, amazing piece of musical work.
I would say, I don't know. I never listened to. I'm not an album listener.
You listen to most of the Black Parade. You have like 3 or 4
There's
songs.
a few
that
songs that I just don't care
yeah.
for though. But I like shuffling around through things. I don't like listening to all of one thing at one time. I like the radio.
Oh, Rage Against the Machine's first album. I'll listen to that front to back. That's a wicked, awesome.
It's a good album.
Record.
Why have we not mentioned Rage Against the Machine before?
I don't know. I love Rage Against the Machine.
I just forget. I love them.
And Audio Slave. I like them a lot too. Yeah, Live at the Fillmore's great. Hello from the UK. We're not going to do accents.
We're not going to speak any British.
We're not going to do it.
Because we can't.
We're bad at it.
Also, we don't want to blow our own trumpet or anything.
As the actress said to the bishop. That was my favorite one.
Yep.
We still use that sometimes. Yeah, I like
He met Kenny Wayne Shepherd.
I did meet Kenny Wayne Shepherd. Very briefly. He came through a town that I lived close to, and on like a little car.
It's like a car show,
it was
wasn't
like a little car tour thing. Yeah, and
he was in like a.
Yeah, he was in like a General Lee.
Where is that picture?
I don't know. Probably in the basement or something. But yeah, there's a picture of like 16-year-old me standing next to him in the car. But yeah, I like Kenny Wayne a lot. He's great. Excited for Alter Bridge new album. Yeah, I definitely am. I love those guys. They just continue to do stuff that I think is cool.
What's SRV?
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh.
You did it. I've never listened to much Queens of the Stone Age. I know they're real popular, but I've never listened to them really much. It was just like kind of a time period that I didn't listen to a lot of music from.
Whoa, dog's licking my toes. Stop that.
Not like in particular, just kind of. I don't get why people love SRV. I don't know. He just like had a particular command of the instrument, you know? I think it just spoke to some people. It like and it was as much his voice, I think, as a singer as it was his guitar playing.
What? Samantha Fish.
Yeah, I have heard some stuff about Samantha Fish. I think I saw a clip of her playing pretty recently. I haven't really like delved into that.
What are the things you think about when you can't sleep at night?
For me, it's my daughter.
Oh, what I do when I can't sleep at night is I text Fowler, because he's downstairs working on guitars and stuff, and I'm like, hey, will you come up here and talk to me about stuff? And he'll come up here and he'll just talk about like guitar models and amps and crap, and then
yeah,
I'm out.
She'll be like, so basically she's like, hey, I want you to tell me about things that you're very passionate about because they bore me so much that they'll put me to sleep.
It's not that they bore me, it's just that my brain can focus on one thing instead of running a million miles an hour, and that helps me like calm down and sleep.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Let's see. Yeah, I know we're bad. I can do some accents okay, like, but I have to kind of like get into it.
Okay, my British accent sound. I always go for like old lady speaking British. I don't know why.
What you end up sounding like is the one guy from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Where he says, "Hello, Poppet."
That's
all.
That's what you end up sounding
That's
like.
all.
Oh, thank you, Tim. Saw your channel a few weeks ago. Like your style of playing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, I'm with you. Next time you use Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to put you to sleep. Put you in the sleeper hold.
Just put me in the hold. Kitty, Daisy, and Lewis.
No, I haven't heard that. That's fine. Yeah, I did listen to some Robin Trower, sorry.
Oh, I know. Gosh, don't tell the Scots or the Welsh.
Oh yeah.
Sorry about that. But I mean, Americans also speak English. It's not really. Yeah.
You said how much you appreciate the art of a relic guitar. Yeah, I have done a relic guitar. I'll get it up the wall.
Oh, we can't resist showing it.
Oh, I can because it's not a good job.
Yes, it is.
It's not really, but
Well, it was your first try.
this is the first guitar I ever did any kind of finish work on. It's a Strat, Lucy. But yeah, I did this relic job myself because I was working for a dealer of Nash guitars, and so we had Nash
I really
guitars.
like this part.
That's real. That's from my arm.
Well, you should have lied and been like, yes, I worked really hard on that.
Yeah.
So this part's good. Is that real too?
No, I did that.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah. And I think
the back part's good.
I think I probably did that too. Some of it is real. That is real, but not from relicing. That's from me. I was using like some kind of finish remover on something else, and it splattered, and it fell over on his body and just took off a spot of paint. Yeah, I like relic guitars. I think they're fun.
Me versus him in basketball, who would win? Right here, right here.
She thinks that. But...
Right here, right here. I got the power dribble. It's going down.
I'm just saying, neither of us are what I would call particularly athletic, but there is a reason there's an NBA and a
Okay,
WNBA.
I'm sorry. I ran track and I played softball. I used to be reasonably athletic.
I said are, not used to be.
I am not anymore. We get winded going up the steps. What are you talking about?
Carrying groceries in. Yeah.
Oh. Spanish is becoming our new #1. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
And that's all that we know.
I know more than that.
No, I know. I can read Spanish pretty well. I
It's been a long time.
I don't speak it very well.
I never have a reason to speak it, so it's rusty.
Have you played Fallout 1 and 2? No, I haven't. I would like to. I just had never gotten around to it. I need to put them in, like, on... I think you could probably download them on PlayStation 4 or something.
Well, he says guitars need sweat, bright light, cigarette smoke, and beer spin on it. You've definitely had that happen.
I have had most of those things happen. Yeah. I mean, most definitely bright lights and beer spilled on them for sure. I don't know about the cigarette smoke, but because by the time I started playing bars, you couldn't smoke in bars anymore.
Nick's got his money on me that I would win at basketball.
That's fair.
That's true, because I'm a dirty player.
See, I have my money on me because I think you're going to get like 10 minutes into it and you're going to sprain your ankle.
No, I'd be wearing my clutch basketball shoes to support your ankle.
Oh, snap.
Then it'd be on.
Does Heather ever gift you gear for special occasions, or do? I don't think she tries really. I mean,
I don't, because I've known him now. We've been together for almost 11 years total, and I know that he would rather pick it out himself and agonize over it and get exactly what he wants. So I get him nerdy things like video game stuff or
T-shirts with Spiderman on it.
I get him those kinds of things because I know he's really particular about what he wants. And it's no fun if he tells me what to get. Then he should just get it. I mean,
yeah.
The only thing I've ever done for him that he didn't know about was I had my dad build him a guitar workbench.
Yeah, that was cool.
For Christmas.
That was cool. It's like a giant, like 8-foot long workbench. Is Baby Metal legit or a pop ad?
What is Baby Metal?
I'll show you.
Oh my gosh.
It's, yeah,
now I gotta know.
I would say it's kind of a fad. It's funny. Yeah, I honestly, Blink, I'm kind of that way. I really don't care that much what it looks like. But I guess that's my thing is, like, I don't have a problem with Relic guitars because I don't really care.
Oh. Thank you, 69 Zenos, for asking me. Do I have my own private room? No, I don't. I have what all wives have. I have the kitchen and the living room and the bathrooms.
And the bedroom.
Which is shared with you. Everybody has their own room but me.
No.
My little desk is in the kitchen.
No, here's what it is. I have this room that I'm allowed to do what I want to do in, but, like, I have no say over anything else in the rest of the house.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Nah.
no say.
Lucas, do you have a t-shirt with that fine tuning logo on? It's super nice.
I don't, but we should do one. She made that logo. She does all my graphic design stuff. She's very talented. See, that right there, what all wives have, the whole house. Exactly.
Yeah, the whole house to clean up after my husband, our 6 animals, and the baby.
Hey, I help with that.
I'm so happy.
Don't make it sound like I don't clean up.
Okay, yeah, but once again, that's a shared space. It is not mine.
It's true. She
Put him in the garage. Well, he'd have to clean out the garage first.
Yeah, the garage is kind of a mess right now. It's full of my, like, projects that I'm working on.
She shed.
Man cave.
I would love a she shed.
She shed. That's what she shed. Oh, yeah, he's right. With all those books, you can have all the rooms you want right inside your head.
That's a good answer.
Your imagination.
Well, that's why when I'm reading one of my books, though, he tries talking to me, and I haven't heard a word of it.
Yeah, only when you're reading your books.
You must look me in the eyes, or I'm not listening to you.
Yeah, usually when I look you in the eyes, you're definitely listening to me.
Oh, what's that? What'd you say?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we have 3 cats and 3 dogs.
Our lives are full.
Yeah.
Do you have a drum kit in there? No.
No, we don't.
Thanks, Lego Lover Pictures.
Appreciate it.
5 cats. Woo. We have 3. And 2 of them he brought home. I brought home one of them, which is the coolest one of the 3.
Yeah, definitely. Des is the coolest one of the 3. I'm a big softie. Thanks for hanging out, Blink. Has Cora showed any musical interest? Yeah, she definitely likes music.
She likes to dance.
Yeah, she likes to Daddy, I love to dance. That's my favorite.
Yeah, she says, I love to dance.
I love to dance.
And she does like to strum on his guitars. And she likes to play on my piano. She calls it a nano. And she sings sometimes, so we're hoping...
She likes to sing along with the songs from the shows that she watches, like Knocking Stuff.
She sings along a little in church. Sometimes she'll sit beside me on the piano bench and, like, sing.
That's adorable.
But, so we're hoping. Fingers crossed. You never know. You could have a child who has 0 musical talent.
Yeah, I have 2 younger brothers, and neither one of them can carry a tune in a big old bucket.
And I'm the only musician in my family, so you never know.
Yeah, that's true. All the stuff that I do, like when I make music here, I program all the drums. I don't actually know how to play drums.
I was going to say, even if we had a drum kit, it wouldn't matter because
we went everywhere.
There are no drummers in this house. For pet food.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thanks.
We do play games. Yeah, we saw that. We were just talking about how Marvel got Spidey for 2 more movies, so
Very glad about that.
I'm glad.
Which I haven't seen in games yet on any of that arc, so I'm so behind.
Nobody spoil anything for her.
Yeah, I'm really behind. I mean, I know some people die, some people get old and go back to their own time, and but...
And it's hard not to know some stuff just from memes.
Yeah, these memes keep ruining things for me. Like, I never knew that, spoiler, this happened years ago, I never knew that Han Solo was killed until I saw a little action figure with a lightsaber through him, and I was like,
More accurate
I
representation.
guess that's what happened. So,
What software do you use for your drums? I have 2 different ones that I use. One that I'm more comfortable with but doesn't do as much stuff is MK Power Drum Kit, I think is what it's called. It's a free program. And then I just recently got like Superior Drummer, but I haven't really mastered that yet. So I'm taking it a little bit at a time. But
have you tried the Caminata bass guitar yet?
No, I haven't. I'm a terrible bassist. So really, I have like one bass over there that I kind of use for tracking stuff, and I have this one that Glary sent me over there. But I would like to try some more of the Revolta stuff.
All right, ADF Audio, Hetfield back in rehab?
Is he?
I don't know, is he?
Oh, I didn't know.
We don't keep up with Metallica.
I like Metallica all right. I mean, I'm not.
Yeah,
not
we don't like keep up with like news about
I'm
them.
not like a huge fan. Back to the Future at the beginning of the movie when he plays on the huge speakers. What would be the first song you would play? I don't know, Eruption by Van Halen.
I'm about to say, you're going to play a Van Halen song.
Like Eruption.
Do you guys like Nintendo games? If so, what are your favorites? Zelda, Ocarina of Time, or for the N64.
Yeah,
oh, thank you. That's my favorite game of all time.
We like old Nintendo games. Like I like Pokemon a lot, like the older Pokemons. And I mean, we like Mario, but yeah, she's more of a Zelda person.
Yeah, I love all the original Marios. Like Super Mario World is probably my favorite of the Marios on Super Nintendo. Apparently they stopped the tour.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
I hadn't heard that.
No.
Let's see. Me and my wife love watching your videos. You're both entertaining.
Thank you.
Have you ever thought about playing music together?
We do sometimes.
Yeah, but nothing original. I mean, like...
No, yeah, we haven't really, like...
He writes rock music. That is what it is, I guess.
Yeah. Sometimes we do stuff where we'll, like, do...
We'll cover things together.
Things,
like we just did this cover of...
We gotta do a music video.
Aladdin.
Oh, yeah, we did Jolene, too. That's right.
Yeah, well, we did I Can Show You the World.
Yeah.
But we gotta put a video to it. So.
Yeah, we haven't done that yet. Yeah, Heather does sing very, very nicely.
Heather, are you a graphic designer by trade? I'm not, although I do a lot of graphic designs just on the side.
I would say she's like a pro hobbyist. Like she's really good at it, but she doesn't do it as her main income.
No, I'm a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to, pick the job that you have to have a lot of education for, but you don't make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, GoldenEye. We played that. We played that a lot.
I loved GoldenEye for the N64. And those big, square heads, love it.
Is it annoying to have random people fire questions at you? No, not really. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, chicken guitars. I still have my N64. It's in pristine condition in a drawer in there, and I still have Zelda and some other games.
I think your Ocarina of Time is the gold one, isn't it?
Yes, it's the gold collector's edition. I used to have the GoldenEye collector's edition too, but I don't know what happened to it.
I asked her out.
Yes, I would never make the first move.
Never ever. She's very shy.
And then on our first date, we went to Ruby Tuesdays and ate, and I did not look up from my plate, and I barely spoke 5 words.
Yeah, it was...
Because I was very shy.
It was magical.
Very shy. Well, I'd never really had a boyfriend before him, so...
Yeah. Yeah, puppy. She's around here somewhere. She runs in and out. I have a 1984 Greco EG 500. Cool. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like my Greco a lot. It's super fun. It's like one of my favorite guitars. It's just cool. It's a great vibe to it.
What do I teach in grade level? I teach high school English, and I teach 9th, 10th, and 11th grade.
She has taught both elementary and middle school.
Yeah, I mean, I've taught
Yeah.
4th and 5th grade, and I've taught 6th grade as well.
She's currently teaching high school.
I have not tried Zelda Breath of the Wild because we don't have
Yeah, we don't have a Switch.
Switch.
We need to get one, though.
We have that on the list, though. But I've heard from other Zelda players that it's much more difficult than previous Zelda games. Although, how can anything be more difficult than Majora's Mask? That's the most infuriating game I've ever played.
I don't think it's a good Zelda game. Like, it just took all the stuff from Ocarina of Time that was, like, good and kind of, like...
Well, I can't ever get past the moon crashing in the first 3 days. I hated it.
I have some issues with, like... I think that there's too many masks, and not all of them are useful.
I just don't like being timed in the beginning. I don't.
Oh, we gotta answer that one. Super Mario Kart, best ever game. Like, what's your favorite game? I want to know what your favorite game is.
Oh, it's Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Is it that? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to only pick one, that would be it. Because to me, that was like the first time I'd ever played a game where I got to make some decisions. Not like necessarily like storyline decisions, but like, look, you can wear the red tunic or the green, and you can choose what weapon you're using. So it was like the first taste of maybe an RPG ever. And I love it. I love all the temples and the story. Best game.
Yeah, for me, it's like a toss-up between the first Mass Effect game and Kingdom Hearts. Like, both for the story, really. I just think I love both of those games.
How happy are you with your Chibsons?
I don't have any what I would call, like, Chibsons that are like guitars that are made in China that say Gibson on them, like counterfeit kind of stuff. But I have those 10S guitars that are made in China, and I like them pretty good. I think they're good, especially for the money.
Middle school is crazy. Big kids acting like little kids. 6th grade's where it's at because they're still like elementary school kids and they're still sweet, but they haven't developed an attitude yet. So that's really where it's at. 7th grade kids are weird. Okay. 8th grade, they're starting to get an attitude. I don't like 8th graders. Your wife likes rap, James F. I do like rap. Old school rap. I mean, like Eminem.
I like some rap. Like I like NWA, and I like in general like Snoop kind of stuff. I like Snoop most everything he gets involved in. I like
pretty much
DMX.
Don't like any of the new rap, like dubstep mess. Ugh. It's not really rap.
Who's the bigger Dragon Ball fan?
We'd have to fight over that one.
We'd have to have a fight over that one, but it would take 6 episodes.
Although, I'm not a huge Dragon Ball fan. I didn't really love the show until Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Although I have seen Dragon Ball.
I'm kind of that way too. I sort of prefer Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball, but I do like Dragon Ball. I guess probably if we're gonna get real nitpicky, I'm probably a little bit bigger fan, as far as knowing more about it. Like the back.
Oh, we're gonna have to have a trivia showdown now about Dragon Ball Z.
The lore.
Oh, how dare you! You don't know more about the lore than I do.
Okay, well we'll have to do a trivia video. Probably gonna beat you at that.
I'm about to strangle my teeth though.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1 is great. I had so much trouble getting through Chain of Memories. When I played it when it was on Advance or whatever, Game Boy Advance, and it was just when you go from playing the PlayStation version where you have the full 3D rendered game, trying to go to Chain of Memories with the whole card game and everything was really weird.
There's a cat in the room.
Fat kitty.
This is the cat that I picked. I'm a good picker. Look at that face. Look at those cross eyes.
He's really the chillest cat ever. He's so chill.
Well, and he's also trying to escape Indy, who's trying to eat him right now.
Yeah, I don't like Kid Rock. I'm not a fan. I know he's real popular, but I've never been a fan. Yeah, I would love to. No one would watch it, but us and 2 other people. But I would love to. We should do a Dragon Ball trivia video.
I play piano at church. Are you playing in the morning? Yes, I am the main. I know there's cat hair now. I am the main piano player at my church, so I play Sunday night, Wednesday night, and Sunday morning.
Oh, hey, where's the furthest from home you've ever been? That's the same for both of us.
Well, I guess Hawaii.
Yeah, it's the same for both of us.
But I've also been to Costa Rica.
Well, that's not nearly as far away as
Hawaii. No, it's not. It's only 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hawaii. We went together. We were in Maui That's where he proposed to me.
Yeah, he does. He does look like a Slow Lynx. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like card games, but yeah, I just couldn't get into the whole mechanic of it.
Now I have cat hair in my mouth even.
What am I getting? A Star Warlock? Yeah, none of those things. none of those things. Those are... The V, honestly, was a surprise for me. I usually wouldn't get that kind of guitar. That one just was a particular weird color. What is your favorite guitarist? It's kind of a toss-up between Stevie Ray and Eddie Van Halen. I mean, I like Mark Tremonti a lot, as far as like new guys go. Mark Tremonti and John Petrucci.
Oh man, Brian Bird just asked, have you ever thought about doing a state-by-state tour jamming with your viewers? Would make for some interesting videos.
Yeah, that would be
There's
cool.
a small problem with that plan.
That would be cool, but yeah, that would cost.
We are poor.
It would cost a lot of money. And, yeah,
we live off of a teacher's salary, so
somebody gotta watch Cora. Very cool, Jesse. Very cool. Grand Funk song recommendations. Shining On is great. Like any of the stuff off E Pluribus Funk, like People That Stop the War and I Come Tumbling and stuff like that. I like it all. I like all Grand Funk. Heartbreaker, that's a classic. Have you seen Ola's solar guitars? And I have seen them because I like Ola. His channel is funny. He's a funny dude and a good guitar player. But I haven't tried one. I would like to. That'd be cool. I don't really. I've said this before. I don't really buy guitars anymore. Very rarely do I buy a guitar. Like I might trade for something here and there if the opportunity presents itself.
Cora's.
I don't even know what she's saying in there.
I don't either.
She's talking back to the TV.
Little something. I'm not sure what she's saying.
Like she was saying lasso or something. Days before internet, we had to go out and end up at a motorway service station.
We usually hung out at some friend's house, or you like sat in a parking lot and talked.
Yeah, I used to hang out with my friends, and one of our friends worked at Allison.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
at a gas station.
Worked at a gas station, so we used to go hang out there and talk to him.
Have you ever played a Chapman?
No, I haven't. They seem cool. Do you mean African or European swallow? Mark 5, because I could really...
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Did you name your daughter after the legend of Korra? No, we did not, although Lucas did like the first season of that.
Yeah, the first season was really good.
Korra is named after my grandmother, so it's C-O-R-A, not with a K.
Yeah, I felt like that show just kind of went off the rails after the first, because we loved the first Avatar.
Yeah, we loved the first Avatar, and I saw the first season, the first book of Korra.
Yeah, it was good, but yeah, it just like got kind of weird towards the end. I was like, whoa, seemed weird to me.
Bye, Steve Moore.
Adios.
CB radios. I love CB radios. I mean, I just would like to have one, but I don't know who I would talk to because he's right there.
I'll just get one and put it downstairs and when I'm.
Yes, and then when I need you, I can be like, "Hey, Lucas, what's your 1020? 10-4, good buddy."
Hey, Ham Hog, this is Dirty Bird.
Oh, then we get nicknames like Velvet Thunder and such.
Wet Blanket. What makes a great guitar duo? Is that I can't tell if that's a setup for a joke or if he's asking a question. I've been in what I thought was a great guitar duo. I really, in Intertwined, I had a great working kind of relationship with Kenan. Ooh, boy.
Bye, 69 Xenos 1.
Drive safely. It's your desert island band. One band's catalog to last you the rest of your life.
I already got mine. It's going to be the Zach Brown Band.
Yeah.
Because they do such a variety. They don't just do country music. And they have great island music. So if you got to be on an island, why not?
I think I'd probably pick Grand Funk Railroad. Just good feel-good music. You know?
Mark 5 says it was a real question. So what makes a great guitar duo?
In my opinion, it's knowing how to play to each other's strengths. Like I think like Mark and Miles in Alter Bridge do a really good job of that. Like Miles fills in a very specific portion where Mark is not, because Mark has this big scooped huge sound and he plays riffs a certain way, and so Miles kind of like fits in between that. I use lots of hand gestures.
Yes, because we scoop sounds and we like to fill spaces.
Yeah, I think it's about knowing what the other guitar player is great at and allowing them to do that, and then you do your thing and kind of like existing on the same plane. Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, what Zeno says. Yeah, no inflated ego.
My favorite song to play at church is called Amazing Grace, in parentheses, My Chains Are Gone. So not the regular Amazing Grace. It's one of my favorites to play.
My pleasure, Mark 5.
Wow. We've had an 85-minute conversation, everybody.
Wow. Time's gone by fast.
Yeah.
I
was really worried nobody would show up and we'd just be sitting here.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Like, in silence.
I just figured we'd try it. But, I mean, I guess we can go a little longer. It's not like we have anything in particular to do.
As long as there's questions.
And as long as there's questions.
What do y'all think of modern Christian music? I don't care for it. Like, if you're talking, like, K-Love stuff, it's not for me.
Yeah, I don't like contemporary Christian.
Like, to me, if a gospel song sounds like you could be talking about a woman instead of Christ, then I'm like...
There's a great South Park episode about that. Just take out baby and replace it with Jesus.
Which, I mean, I prefer Southern gospel, so I like things based out of hymns, like old hymns, things like that.
You ever played Highway to Hell in church? I probably did when I was like at youth group or something, and I was sitting in a corner playing guitar.
No, I would never do that.
But I went to a very different kind of church than she's like really.
I consider church a very sacred place. I would never.
She's
do that.
a very traditional.
I mean, like I cut my radio off when I drive on the church ground.
Yeah.
How about that?
It's the most adult thing you've said out loud this week. Not like crude, like but like crap. I'm a responsible grown up. I know what I think yours is, but.
Oh gosh, what is it?
The fiber thing.
Oh yeah, just earlier I was like, oh, I think I've eaten too much fiber lately. It's just not working. That's crap you didn't have to say before you were 30, you know?
Yeah.
Talking about fiber. What was the thing you had to say?
Gosh.
I don't know. You say adult crap all the time.
I
like
do.
Your back and.
I do.
Your sleep.
You know, I was probably complaining about like how I don't I drink too much caffeine and I need to go to sleep at a reasonable hour or something.
Oh yeah,
like
you started
that.
drinking decaf.
Yeah.
Did you see Rob Scallon playing the pipe organ in Chicago?
No, I heard about that. I haven't watched it.
Will you ever do a show about how your dad gets his guitar tone? Your dad is a tone monster.
I agree. See, that's
because his dad's a perfectionist.
That's
how you get good tone.
My dad's tone is in his hands. Like some people's tone is not in their hands. But my dad's is. No matter what amp he plugs into or what guitar he uses, he always sounds that way. And which is so funny because a lot of times he's like, "Oh, I just don't like this tone." I'm like, "Dad, you still sound like that exact thing that I try to do." But yeah, I mean, I'll have him over pretty soon because he needs to do a video with me about that guitar. And
hey, Yosemite Sam's on.
I think he's been on for a little bit, actually.
Well, I have just seen that comment for the first time.
I think he's been on there for a while.
So I apologize if I missed you earlier.
Where in the U.S. are you? We're in North Carolina.
The top of the South, baby. What about Pod?
Pod?
Pod what?
Like
Podrick?
Like P.O.D. the band? Myrrh Records.
Oh, Cora just said she's stuck. She's usually not stuck. You have a lot of subs who enjoy your content. Enjoy both of you, so why not expect people to turn up?
Yeah,
because
well, you never know.
You just never know.
People are fickle, but Yeah, we were trying to sort of schedule the live chat thing, and I'm still trying to figure out. We're doing it on my phone right now, so it's.
Yeah, we did like a premiere thing.
Yeah,
but then it came up on a different link.
It wouldn't let me do it on this, so I'm still working that out. But if you guys like this kind of stuff, we'll do some more. I need to get like a web camera or something so I can do it.
We're not confident people.
We're not confident people, and we're not as tech savvy as you might think.
Lucas, what's one brand of guitar or amp you think you'll never try? Schecter.
I mean, I've tried some Schecter. Like, I haven't owned any. I don't know. I don't like BC Bridge. Like, I just don't like the way they look.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's just not my thing. I would never pick one up just based off, like, I just don't like the way it looks. As far as amps go, I don't know.
Jones from Tools said years ago that tone isn't in the hands. He says it's the guitar. Is this true?
I mean, I think, like, the guitar is hugely important, but...
But what if you suck and when you're playing that cool guitar, won't your tone suck too?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, there's the playing aspect of it, but there's also the, like... Just how you hold the strings and how you pick is a huge difference. Like, yeah, like if my dad plays the same guitar, same rig, everything that I play, he will sound like him, and I will.
That's what you should do in your video. You should do like a lick, and then have him do the same lick.
It'll be
the differences.
It'll be the ring to diddly.
Ring to diddlies. This should be a regular thing. Maybe it will be.
Yeah, maybe it will be.
You anywhere near Lizard Lick? No.
Lizard Lick. Oh yeah. I think it's looking okay for a phone. That's not too bad.
It's the lights.
Yeah, it is.
Probably.
It is the lights. And I took the case off. Because the case was kind of dirty.
Case was disgusting.
What do you do for a living, job-wise? Yeah, I do guitar tech work.
Not for a store.
No, I used to do it for a store, and I used to work in sales in the store too. But no, I just do it on my own now.
He keeps our daughter.
And that too.
Somebody had to be the stay-at-home parent.
Yeah.
So.
She doesn't watch Chappers and the Captain, but I do sometimes. I haven't watched them as much recently, but I do still watch. I more enjoy watching the Captain side of that. Like, Rob is a great guitar player, but I just like Lee is funny. I really like watching Lee.
Chicken Guitars asks, who's the better morning person?
Yeah, it's her. I'm a night guy.
I mean, I'm a night owl too, but just because I teach and I have to be up early in the morning, I get into that routine and then...
So, I mean, she's the one that's successfully doing it. Yeah. And also, I'm up a lot at night because, like, I get Cora if she's, like, having a thing at the middle of the night, you know, so... How many fingers am I holding up? That's a good question.
Well, a woodchuck would if a wood could... Oh, no! I was really going to try to answer that.
I didn't try.
Well, you know I screw up my words at night. Well, y'all don't know that, but he does.
Yeah. She does great
I speak backwards at night.
She does great when she's at school, but then she gets here,
well,
she starts...
a woodchuck would if a woodchuck
How
could
much
if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
If a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Yeah, then there's the response to it, which I was trying to do.
Yeah, I like Danish Pete. He's funny. And a great player.
Peter Piper.
Picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Oh no, I'm out of tea!
The one they used to have us do in theater school was like the blue, black bug bled blue, black blood. I could never do it. It was brutal.
Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
Hi, Quentin James.
Hello. Yeah, Danish Pete is a great guitar player. He's great. I think he was
so much better than Spanish Pete.
I think he played for like he was on the Voice or something like that.
What really goes on in the teacher's lounge?
Oh, Dancing with the Stars.
I don't know. I avoid the teacher's lounge because other teachers annoy me. Like, if you're an old person on the inside and you're just, like, crabby, not, like, cool crabby, but, like, negative crabby, I'm out. Good night, Yosemite Sam.
Good night. Yeah, we're curmudgeons. Yeah, I know Pete did a lot of session work for sure. which explains, I guess, probably why he's so good.
Oh, I'm getting sleepy.
Beaver and the woodchuck. It's like if Hall and Oates split up and it just Oates.
Yeah, just Hall.
Cool Krabby is like each other. Like, we're Cool Krabby with each other. We're curmudgeons, but a very specific kind of curmudgeon.
Are Dragon Balls a form of mountain oysters?
I'm just gonna let that one
Oh,
go.
what is Cool Krabby? Cool Krabby is me. Because, like, I'm crabby because I'm sarcastic. Other crabby is, like, freaking out because you read a book that they wanted to read. That's not cool.
What do you think of the traction Alter Bridge's new Walk the Sky? I like everything I've heard from Walk the Sky so far.
You muted Star Trek for this? Yes, you did.
I like Star Trek. Particularly The Next Generation. That's my favorite.
Is that with Picard?
Mm-hmm.
And Riker. Is that his name?
Make it so, number one. Yes.
Oh, well, since it's a rerun, I'm glad.
A Spider-Man themed guitar. That'd be fun.
Did you already answer Dave Navarro or John Frusciante?
I didn't, but Frusciante.
Frusciante. Oh, so sorry. So
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, definitely Frusciante. I mean, Dave Navarro's a great guitar player. I just like prefer Frusciante if we're talking about the Chili Peppers.
Navarro's got the better facial hair.
It's true.
Reliant K. Yeah, I have.
Yeah. They were big, especially I think when we were kind of in high school.
Yeah.
You know, wasn't my thing, but again, I was weird. Like, remember, like I was in high school. Well, we were in high school from like mid 2000s kind of area.
2004, 2007.
We graduated in 2007. But I didn't really listen to any of the music that was like modern. When I was in high school, I was listening to like music from 1970s.
I don't know. We went down memory lane yesterday and listened to a lot of like the old popular things from high school.
That's true.
It's pretty nice.
It's pretty funny.
Are you guys in your jammies? I am. He's not.
No, I'm
They
wearing.
do look like jammies when we're sitting like this,
Yeah,
though.
I'm wearing jeans, but I do have this sweet Spiderman shirt on.
We didn't show off the backs of these shirts.
Oh yeah,
but
they do have.
they do have amazing backs. Ouch.
Good teamwork.
It's because we're in these tiny chairs.
Marvel for me.
DC. Only because Batman. He's all you need. If DC was only Batman, DC would still win.
I have like a million reasons why that's not true, but okay.
DC equals Batman. Because Batman surpasses everybody in Marvel.
Yeah, I don't like Kirk Hammett. Like, he just doesn't do anything for me. He's the least impressive member of that band, in my opinion. I know people think he's amazing, but I just don't. I don't dig it.
Which of the PRS guitars behind you is your current favorite right now?
That's my DGT. The one on the far end there.
Single coil or P90?
Like if I had to just pick one or the other, I guess probably single coil, because I like Strats a lot. But like I like P90 in the bridge position and then single coil in the middle of the neck.
All right. Well, we have gone 97 minutes now, so
We probably should stop.
probably should wrap this
We
up.
probably should wrap this up.
This has been a great slumber party type evening.
Yeah. Let's see if we missed any other questions here before we wrap it up.
I think we've got everything.
I think so. Yeah, I know. The fact that he's got Peter Green's Les Paul just I can't even.
Telecaster humbuckers or Telecasters with humbuckers?
I like Telecasters with any kind of pickups in them. I think they just sound like good. Telecasters always sound good. Quentin, if you're talking to us, then thank you. I would appreciate that. Give us a try.
Thank you, Brian Bird. We also had a blast. And we will try to do this again.
Yeah, maybe next weekend.
Maybe next weekend.
We'll see.
I don't know if it'll be on Saturday. Maybe. We should say same bat time, same bat station. Right?
It seems like there's like a reasonable amount of people available at this time. So, okay. I guess that works.
Yeah, this time when everybody's kids are in bed and we can actually talk.
Yeah, our kids in there just like yelling at the TV.
All right, guys. It's been real and it's been fun.
Yes, thank you so much, everybody that's come and asked questions. So we'll, I guess we'll catch you on the flippity floppity.
Look at this wave. Look at this wave.
That's the Princess Diana wave.
Mm.
All right, I gotta figure out how to. It's gonna be me figuring out how to turn the stream off first. I'm like, how do I do that?
You could just hit the X.
Maybe. See ya. Bye.